Hi, I want to show you how you can get your bachelor's degree and how far you are from a bachelor's degree. Here on this side of this table, these are Eastern College courses. On this side of the table, as you see, it's written Franklin University here, and these are Franklin University courses. What you have done is you have taken this green course at Eastern that is equivalent to this green course at Franklin. You took this course at Eastern, this is equivalent to this course. Therefore, as a part of your associate degree, you have taken all these green courses on this side, you know these courses, and then you have completed all of these Franklin courses for your bachelor's degree. And as you see, there are 61 credit hours here. There are some colors here. These colors are the ones you haven't taken yet. Suppose you haven't taken English 2, which you can take at Eastern, and if you take that one, that is equivalent to this course. You didn't take managerial accounting, you can take it, and it is equivalent to this course. And then if we come here again, these are additional courses that the students can take. When you complete your degree, you have 61 credit hours, and then you need 33 more credit hours at Eastern. Is equivalent to 11 classes. And then let's say you have already taken these three. What are these? Personal finance, banking, and tourism. These are called community college electives. Those you get credit for this. However, you haven't taken these blue ones, the yellow ones, and this color may be browny, light brown or whatever. Now, I have put it, after you take these, you will have additional 33 credit hours. Means by end of the summer, you have 61. You will be taking 11 more classes. That makes it around 33. When combine this one, 61 with 33, that will be 94 credit hours. You will be very close to bachelor's degree, which means by that time you have taken all these green courses here of Franklin, plus you have taken these courses of Franklin, and that means that you are saving a lot of money because you are taking at Eastern and our tuition is low and you are doing great. Now the question is, when you go to Franklin, what happens? All you will do, you will take 8 easy courses in here and you get your bachelor's degree. Therefore, these are what you will complete at Franklin. That's why you see the number 3. 3 means junior level, 4 means senior level. Therefore, you take these simple courses and in a short period of time, you get your bachelor's degree. Now, the question is that what should you take if you decide to come back in fall? My recommendation is take the yellow courses. 1, this yellow, 2, 3, 4. You take this fall. In the spring of next year, you take the blue one. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then in summer of next year, take these 3. That means you get 94 credit hours and you are very close to bachelor's degree. In fall of next year, you start your bachelor's degree courses. Take these 8 classes at Franklin and get your bachelor's. One strong advice I have for you is that not to worry about borrowing. Some students, business students, particularly some people like yourself, will do excellent. It's okay that you get your bachelor's degree and you end up with $10,000, $12,000, $15,000. What's wrong? You know why? Because suddenly you might get a good job and other, promotion, and suddenly you might get about as much as $30,000, $40,000 extra than what you are making, and $10,000, $15,000 is nothing compared to that. Some students get for their master's MBA. Franklin University gives MBA, and then I have one student who got his bachelor's from Franklin, and rather than getting his master's from Franklin, got his master's from WVU in a short period of time, and these people suddenly can make $80,000, $100,000 a year. Therefore, I strongly advise, that you take these courses and try not to pay from your salary. You know why? Because sometimes if you pay from your salary, it puts financial pressure on you. Therefore, not to worry about having some loans because you are investing. It's kind of the best investment that you can make, you know. Yeah, one time, Warren Buffett said that a student, it was 20 years ago, a student of graduate of the Columbia University with master's degree in business, that master's degree, the value of it is $500,000. Of course, that was 20 years ago. By now, the value of a master's degree from the a good university like Columbia, maybe 800,000, $1 million. Of course, for from Franklin University, it won't be $1 million, but it will be $500,000. Therefore, why don't you $500,000? Therefore, why shouldn't you go for it if it is the value is $500,000? Go for it, and at the end you end up owing $50,000, $40,000, or something, and the MBA from Master's degree in Business Administration, MBA from WVU, that is also $600,000. Therefore, that is my advice. Now, if you say, oh, you are tired and you don't want to take 4 classes, okay, take 2 classes this fall. But because you have been doing so great, in such a quick way, you got a lot of courses on your out of your way. My recommendation is continue the momentum, and by the summer of next year, this time, that's it. You have completed here everything, and we have a lot of business students who are doing it in a short period of time. They get their bachelors, they get good jobs, make good money. Therefore, this is my advice to you. I will be retiring in about 40 days, actually. And therefore, then you will have if you decide, we can register you for the, fall classes, and we will have a very good advisor for you. And of course, you know what classes you are going to take, and even you know how to register online. Therefore, everything looks good. If you decide to go with that route, let me know. We can get you started, and very easy. We will put you in a new program. That way we can have more financial aid for you. And then it means that you have completed business degree. This time we will put you a new degree. We call it associate in science rather than associate in applied science. When we do that, that justifies to put you in these additional courses. That way we can ask for more financial aid, loan, or hopefully Pell Grant. Definitely you won't get West Virginia Invests. And I think you mentioned that you might not be eligible for full Pell Grant, or even not get any Pell Grant. And don't worry about it. Definitely apply for a loan. And I don't recommend use your own money or credit card or debit card. Let the government get the money from the government, and hope for the best. That's my advice to you. I got the money from the government. I got a lot of money from the government. I went to 3 private schools, and then what happened is that because I worked for non-profit organization for 10 years, the government forgave all the money I owed it, and you might end up, having all your loans forgiven. I had to work for 10 years, which I have been working for the college. I made the payments, of course, and my payments, I couldn't finish, I'll pay everything. Therefore, whatever remained, which was significant amount, all of it was forgiven, and the taxes were forgiven. Therefore, I ended up, and I am so happy that I borrowed. Otherwise, I couldn't, Therefore, that's my advice to you. If you have any questions, let me know.